the billing section of the system will be replacing the need to submit business on the Advisor Center. So I'm going to show you how that works. If you're in the client record on the left hand side, pop down to the billing icon there. You can see that I've already put one into this section, but what you need to do is look at this in the following way. So this is a fee recording system that happens to create a PDF invoice. I'm aware that people use something like QuickBooks, or if they're part of a team, then invoicing is done centrally, or they accept payment in different ways. That's absolutely fine. You do not have to use the invoice that is created, but what you do have to do is record fees earned. So this is where fees will be recorded for the PI cover. So it's very important that we know the fees that are being charged there. This will be used to calculate people's override payments, and also to put people into the weekly, monthly and annual rankings for the awards. So to enter a payment, simply click Raise New Invoice and you'll get a pop-up like this. We just have to put in a couple of bits of information, a due date and the payment terms, something like that. Then we have item description. So here we can easily just type what we did. So we did mirror wheels, one, and the rate was 220, for example. Then I can add a line and say financial LPA, for example, and that was 250. And all I'm doing is that's just adding and creating a total there. I can add notes, so let's have a look at what that might look like when that comes out. I'm not recommending you do discount anything by 10%, but just an idea there. And then we'd create the invoice. So what we've done is two things. We've created a record in the system that we're expecting some payment, and we've also created an invoice PDF. So we can view that here, we can edit it, we can send it to the client in an email through the system, we can download it, or if we've done it wrong or made an error, we can delete it. So let's just view what that looks like. And you can change how the invoice looks in your settings area, so you can customize it. You can have it with, without the logo, and certain other things in there. This is what it looks like. Typical invoice, total amount, the notes are there. Very simple, very easy. But the key thing is the recording of payment. So there is a second step. So we've set the system to know that there's payment expected, but we need to tell it it's been received. So we need to mark as paid. So that is when it goes into the areas that I'll be looking at to see payments that you're receiving for the purposes mentioned previously. So you need to mark it as paid. Okay. So you need to mark it as paid. So to sum up, the invoicing billing section, from my point of view, I just need to know what you've charged and that it was paid to you. You can of course use the invoice in the system. Just look at it again, you can give that to the client, that's absolutely fine. I just understand that a lot of people will already have ways of invoicing that they're very comfortable with. So you do not have to send the client the invoice, but you do have to record a payment in the system. And finally, this replaces submitting business on the Advisor Center. So you will not need to log in and submit it in that way anymore.